Hey guys, and welcome. In today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Perma-Sharp Super Safety Razor Blades. There's the packaging. You can go ahead and take a look. So when I started reviewing the safety razor blades about a year ago, these have been really highly requested. I just haven't had the time to get to these, so I am definitely excited to give these a whirl today. So a little bit about the Perma-Sharp blades. I'll do a full shave with the blade in my Merkur 34C razor, and then kind of a review of my experience with the blade at the end of the video. So these blades are actually made by Gillette. Once again, Gillette still definitely has their hand in the safety razor blade market. Usually in Russia and India, it seems to be where it's based in, and these actually do come from Russia, where they're manufactured by Gillette. I really wish, once again, that Gillette sold safety razor blades here in the US. Maybe someday they'll realize that this is a growing market and decide to bring their stuff back to the US. Anyway, Perma-Sharp Super Stainless safety razor blades made by Gillette in Russia. They come in these little gold pack here, 5 blades in here. And so I was looking around trying to see a best deal out there I could find. It seemed like the best deal on these, you get a 100 pack on Amazon for $16.75 shipped. So that's a great deal. That's about 16, 17 cents a blade. So it's definitely on the, I'd say it's the slightly more expensive side of the budget blades. You can get blades out there for like 9, 10 cents each, but 16 cents a blade, that's still definitely a really good deal. A little bit about these blades. So I did some background research, and people said these are actually quite sharp blades, but while being sharp, they also maintain a good amount of smoothness in there. A lot of people have told me that this is their absolute favorite blade, so I'm definitely excited to give this a whirl today. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm actually going to load up the blade now. This will be a fresh blade. Open up the package here. There we go. So this comes packaged here in just a single piece of wax paper with a little bit of wax on the blade. There's 2 little spots there to help hold it down. And these blades are named. I like that on there. Perma-Sharp Stainless. Same on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Merkur 34C. It's a 2-piece razor. Set it right on there. And then I'm checking for blade alignment. Just making sure that the blade isn't sitting in there skewed. A little bit of adjustment in there. And that's equal on both sides. I think that looks great. Alright, so fresh blade loaded up. I just got out of the shower. Facial hair is nice, cleaned out, hydrated, ready to go. I do have 2 days of facial hair growth right now. For today's shaving soap, I'm going to be going with Sterling Margaritas in the Arctic. So for consistency's sake and to decrease the number of confounding variables in these shaves, to help get more consistent reviews when I'm reviewing the blades, I've been using all Sterling soaps. And this will be Margaritas in the Arctic. Arctic is the, they've got menthol in there and margaritas. It smells like lime and maybe a bit of tequila. It literally smells like a margarita. I really, really love the scent on this soap. It's February right now, and it's still just one of my favorite soaps. I think it's more kind of on the summer end of the spectrum, but I still love it. Alright, so I had the puck here soaking while I was in the shower. I'm going to go ahead and take this Blue Mar and add it to my face. There we go. Now I really like cleaning off my hand in the sink, because after you've touched the bloom water, all the slickness of the soap is on your hand, which will decrease your grip on your razor and your shaving brush. So I really like cleaning off my hand. I keep a dry towel here on the side of the sink that add a little bit more water to my hand. And over the past 6 or 7 months, I've just really started using an Allen block all the time. This is the one I have. It's from Razor Rock. It just sits here on my sink all the time. I just always wet my fingers, dip it right on there. It gives me great grip. Alright, for today's shaving brush, this is a Zenith boar hair brush. I got this brush a couple of months ago now. Boar hair brush, comes from Italy. Metal handle, really, really cool. It has this professional style handle that Omega's obviously known for. And this is just a fantastic brush. So Zenith, they break in their hairs a little bit, the boar hairs, before you get them. So right from the get-go, from the first shave, you already have split ends and it's already pretty much ready to go, but still will continue to improve in time. They do offer a few different size knots in there. I'll put below in the information section what size knot I have in here. The only place I found to buy this razor, or this brush, is actually on eBay. There's a guy on there who had a Zenith brush. He got it many years ago, finally tracked down the manufacturer, and he noticed no one else was selling it, so he bought a bunch and was selling them on eBay. I don't know if he still has them available, but that's where I got this brush. There we go. This was soaking while I was in the shower. Just going to wring out the extra water. Go ahead and load up. And I believe this is the only, I'm just looking at my brushes here, I think this is the only brush I have with a metal handle. Yeah, for sure. Really cool. I like the metal on there. It's not too heavy because it's aluminum, and I think it's hollow in there. It's got to be hollow. But it's just got a really nice feel to it. I really enjoy that. It seems like it's just, you know, really quality construction, will last a while. And I think it is it's obviously machined. I can see some marks on here, kind of some rings around it, so I think it's a machined aluminum. Alright, it's more than enough loaded up. Just looking for that pastiness between the hairs. Go ahead into a face lather. Pretty clumpy lather at this point, so it definitely needs some more water worked in. So I just take my brush, hot tap water here in the sink. I just dip just the front of the brush right there in the water. Add that in. I'm going to get a little bit more for the other side of my face. This still needs more. Getting better. Definitely still need more. Losing a few hairs from this, but I don't really mind that. You know, if every time I use a brush if it's losing a lot of hairs, I think that's a problem, but a few ones here and there, it's really not a big deal. This is a big knot, as you can see here, but it's got a shorter knot height, so it still has good backbone, because sometimes when the professional boar hair brushes, like from Omega, they're a little too tall and they're pretty floppy on my face, but this one, because it's shorter, still keeps its good backbone. Very happy with where the lather's at. Nice cooling menthol sensation here on my face. Clean it up. Alright. Go ahead and get a little more alum on my fingers. And razor. Once again, Mercor 34C with a fresh Perma-Sharp super blade in here. First pass with the grain. I do have 2 days of facial hair growth, so I expect mostly this first pass. Oh, there's another hair. Anyway, first pass. You know, a lot of the cutting power of the blade is just going to be getting that hair down, so I expect it to get a lot closer in subsequent passes. Alright, with the grain. Good cutting power on the blade for sure. I'd say this is on the sharper side. This is 2 days of facial hair growth. You can just watch the speed that's cutting with. It's not having a problem with the thickness of the hair. Very comfortable going around my chin there. That's where I grow my thickest facial hair. Alright, despite just being the first pass, the blades did a noticeably good job there cutting through the 2 days of facial hair growth. Got the length of the hair down closely, and so in these next 2 passes, this one will get a lot closer. That was very, very comfortable. Alright, back to the brush, second lather. Alright, second pass, cross grain this direction. Just using nice light pressure here. Just letting the blade cut the hairs. Very, very nice. Wow. Those blades, great sharpness on them without being any weird angles on them or anything like that. Very, very smooth. That did a great job. Now this is feeling very close. Felt great on my neck. I'm definitely impressed with how these blades are doing so far. Alright, third pass, cross grain this direction. Wow, third pass, so comfortable. You know, once it starts getting a little bit closer in areas when I'm going cross grain, if I'm going against the way, because some of the hairs over here grow kind of sideways, it can just tug a little bit, but due to the sharpness of these blades, it just goes right through those areas, doesn't get hung up, very smooth. Wow, this feels great. Very happy with how it shave's going. Alright, final cleanup pass. Here we go, back to the brush, pull out the lather. Loads of lather in there. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm spraying the lather around with my left hand, feeling around for any areas I want to get closer. Hold the razor in my right hand and clean up. And when I do this, even if I'm not going to shave my neck, I put the lather down here to help protect my skin, to keep it moisturized while I'm cleaning up. Right now I'm able to clean up this area, like my goatee area, or my, whatever you call it there, soul patch area. And normally I cannot clean up this area just because the skin gets sensitive. I'm not getting any burning there. Very nice. Alright, I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and get cleaned up. Alright, all I can say here is wow, this is such a close shave. This is one of my closest shaves I've ever had for sure. You guys know I don't shave against the grain, it's just too irritating for my skin. So, you know, if I can shave with a sharper blade without irritation, that's how I can get the closest shaves possible. And this blade definitely provided that. No redness. I even went over an area over here that was previously irritated, didn't cut it open. Very close on my neck. Very close on my face. Wow, I am really blown away at the performance of these blades. That was a fantastic shave. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the two properties of blades, sharpness and smoothness. So some of the smoothest blades out there, I'll do that first. Smoothness is kind of derby, and it kind of goes down from there. You know, Persona Lab Blues are my go-to blade that aren't like the craziest, smoothest ones out there, but sit pretty high on smoothness for me. I'd say these are a full step ahead of Persona Lab Blues in terms of smoothness. And sharpness, kind of top of the tier there, is feather blades and Persona Lab Blues, because that kind of gives me, I mentioned Persona Lab Blues because those are my go-to blade. They have been for years now. Those are kind of, you know, have a nice balance here, kind of middle of the road, that give me consistently good shaves. So in terms of smoothness, like I said, I think this is a full step ahead. In sharpness, I'd give this also a full step ahead of Persona Lab Blues. A lot of people say that these are kind of up in the sharper blade category, like feather, kai blades, and I would definitely agree with that. These are sharp blades. These are not feather sharp blades, but they're still on the sharper end of the spectrum, and they are also ultra smooth, which is really key, because sometimes when you get blades that are too sharp, they lose that smoothness, and excuse me, and for me, when I'm shaving with those blades, I'm more likely to cut myself. And I did not find that to be the case with these blades. They're very sharp, but also very smooth, so they have a really nice balance. Wow, I am really, really impressed with these blades. $16.75 for a 100 pack. I will absolutely be picking up a 100 pack of these blades. These have definitely earned a spot in my regular rotation of safety razor blades. And once again, this is just why I'm doing this blade review series, because there's so many blades out there. Everyone finds the blades they're most comfortable with and they kind of settle into those, but after I've been using those blades for some time, I knew that there were so many more out there, and I really wanted to check them all out, see if there's any awesome ones I missed, because I'm sure that there were awesome ones. I maybe tried them when I was just starting wet shaving, so my shaving skills actually handling the razor weren't quite as good, so I may have overlooked some. And these are blades I haven't tried before, but I love them. Look at this. No redness, so close. It's really, really just such a fantastic shave. And this is one of the best shaves I've had in a while. So close. Wow. I didn't get any weird tugging, no weird irritation. The blade had great speed on my skin. I was able to cut through hairs at all different angles when I was doing my second and third cross grain passes and in the cleanup pass. So I'm very impressed with that. Alright, post-shave today. For my alcohol-based aftershave, I'm going with Don Marco from Razor Rock. This is kind of their orange scented aftershave. Really nice orange scent to it. Go ahead and apply this. No burning there. Also speaks to the quality of the shave, no irritation. And then post-shave balm, I'm going with Sterling Unscented. Alright guys, so thank you for joining me for today's blade review episode. This is once again the Perma-Sharp Super Safety Razor blades. There they are. These are just fantastic blades. I am so impressed with the quality of that shave. Those are really, really top-end blades. Those get my highest regards for sure. And I will absolutely be adding those to my current blade lineup. So let me know if you use these blades, if you like them. If you don't, it seems like lots of people out there have had really positive experiences with these blades. So please let me know. I always like hearing your guys' experience. And stay tuned, lots of blades to follow. I'm going to be hitting the Gillette Silver Blue and Gillette Platinum next, and then we'll go from there. So as always, thanks for watching.